Dude, it worked.
What
I forgot. We didn't celebrate it this weekend.
What?
And I'm mad that I didn't bring it up. Bullying worked.
What?
Bullying worked. Because you want to know why?
Why?
Last time we came on this podcast, we're fighting. We're fighting hard for our OnlyFans.
Yes.
And you know what? Bullying fucking worked.
Bullying always works. People don't want to admit that.
That's a
tough thing to admit to liberals, but bullying works. You get made fun of for something enough, you stop doing it, or you change, or you never wear those shoes again, or you never wear that cologne again. You stop using Axe body spray after the gym.
Stop wearing sweaters in the middle of summer because a little bit overweight. Yeah, I mean, different things. It's just different strokes. For different
no
folks.
Matter what it is, bro, you get bullied. Nobody likes being bullied. You change it up.
And that's what
now,
happened.
Don't let people bully you out of doing what you want. That's the catch-22 of it all.
That's the difference there.
That's the difference. If it's your dream, do it. If it's your dream to wear a hoodie in the summer, then wear that shit.
It wasn't my dream. It was extremely toxic.
It was extremely toxic. You were trying to hide yourself, but I mean, everybody could see the kid wearing a hoodie in 120-degree weather because they could smell him and see he's sweating a lot.
I set myself up on that one. I will admit.
Isn't that funny, bro? Like, in your life, have you noticed, both of us, but like, I've noticed this, I don't know if you have, when you try to not be seen, you're always seen.
Seen the most.
That's when you're seen the most, is when you're trying, like, when you try too hard to, like, either be seen or not be seen, it's like, yeah, it's going to happen, bro.
It's like the worst thing to ever.
I am naked. I'm not naked. I'm invisible to the naked eye. I was trying to quote fucking Drax.
Drax.
Yeah.
No, but that's 100% the case. And there's nothing worse. I don't think there, and men, women, everybody could attest to this. When you go out and you're out, I pray to God that nobody sees me.
And everybody sees you.
And that's the one time it's like, I ran into 3 people.
Yeah.
Now I'm pissed.
See,
so one day
that was the reverse psychology on myself when I would go. I'm like, I'm not blacking out tonight. First thing I did, black out. It's inevitable.
So, do I need to tell myself nowadays I'm going to black out?
There was a moment over the weekend where I thought I was gonna die, but I told myself I knew what I was gonna get into.
Now, can I ask? Did the Four Locos have anything to do with it?
It had a lot to do with it. Let me tell you guys something. A combination of eating once a day.
Good food.
Great fucking food. Eating once a day, drinking, and sound like a pussy, but drinking White Claws. It's the carbonation of the fact.
Yeah.
Drinking White Claws, Four Loko, and doing shrooms. It's the carbonation.
We also did tequila.
Yes,
we did. I'm gonna be honest. We did a lot. And we're drinking beer too.
Yeah, we're drinking beer. It's just a lot of things going on, and it just has a chemical reaction on the inside.
Now, some would say, an experienced person would say, the Four Loko and the shrooms itself is enough reaction to put down a fucking horse. But if you add everything we did within those hours,
good thing we all did. But I'll just speak on behalf of myself that I microdosed, because if I wanted to take my ego death dose that I really wanted to,
no, that would have been a bad move,
bro. And I told myself this. I'm like, well, as I'm laying in bed, slowly slipping into madness. Feeling my heartbeat in my fucking frontal lobe, accepting that this is how I die, because I'm going to refuse to go to a Mexican hospital.
Mexican hospitals are great,
but maybe
not there,
maybe not in that area. But I'm just like, I'm accepting I told myself, if I'm gonna die, I gotta accept this. I'm not gonna make this difficult in my transition to the next life. That's how I microdose, yes. But me viewing death in that instance was, look, let's just make this as peaceful as can be. Yeah. If this is how you go out, bro, you went out in a blaze of glory.
Doing exactly what you want to do.
Doing exactly what I want to do, which I'm not going to say. But what I am going to say is there was moments where, I just felt like the chemical reactions slowly go up to my chest, throat. I'm feeling my heartbeat in my frontal lobe. My fucking thumbs swelling up, my foot.
Hey, let me tell you guys something about iron deficiency. It's the real killer.
Hey, and this is something, and you know what? That was a sign of pushing me over the edge. When I was in a moment of weakness, I looked bad. You saw that, but you didn't see me battling and slowly slipping into madness. But before then, you saw how I was, and it's like, even in that moment, I'm like, Adam, This is the day you overdid it, bro. Who are you to think? And we were gonna shotgun those Four Locos. Oh, spared us that we slow drank them.
We did,
but it's like I'm like my fucking foot started swelling up. I thought I was gonna get a cramp in my foot. No. I literally felt my foot swelling.
Yep.
And I'm like, bro, this has never happened to me before in my life. I'm definitely dying. And this is how I'm gonna go out. I was cool with it.
Yeah.
I was cool with it.
If anywhere, I'm glad it's here.
Yeah, like if anywhere, I'm glad it's here doing exactly what I love.
Mm-hmm.
And fuck it, bro. Like, hey. And then when I woke up in the morning, I was like, okay, I'm still alive. Like, I had to make sure first. I was like, all right, poke a little bit. Just let everything kind of settle.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is real.
Okay, I'm not dead.
I'm not dead. And then when I heard Kanye dropped his album, I'm like, hold on, I might be dead.
You're all, no. Hey, hell froze over.
I'm like, there ain't no fucking way. They know when Ari said, oh, Kanye dropped his album, I'm like, oh, fuck, I still might be dead. Oh, my God.
Hell has frozen over, and heaven is now Rosarito.
Heaven is... Hey, no, hold on. No. If I know heaven isn't Rosarito. I know that for damn sure.
Hey, Rosarito's Tortuga.
Rosarito is Tortuga, which I made that observation. And I asked everybody when we were on shrooms, like, hey, look out. Do you think this is Tortuga or am I tripping? And they saw it.
I would say more Ensenada than us, but yes, yeah. I could see 100%.
Yeah. I'm like, this is Tortuga, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And you just have St. Judas just right there, like, come on. Welcome to Tortuga.
Hey, while Future's playing in the background.
In that like in that moment, I'm like, this is hell, but this is like the nice part of hell.
Yeah, no.
This is VIP hell.
Mm-hmm. That's what I assume hell to be.
Bottle services here.
Yeah. I mean, Four Loko services, but same
Loco.
thing.
What's the fucking spot with the huge ass bottles? The huge ass bottles of liquor? The spot where you go buy all the huge ass bottles of liquor. Don Pisto? That's fucking hell. when you start diving into like what this place is,
if you look at it that way,
it's an exotic hell.
Yeah,
tropical.
Hey, if that's hell, I'm okay with that.
And I knew it was hell because there's no air conditioning.
You're by the beach, bro. No spots by the beach really have air conditioning.
But
even in America,
there's spots. It's not central. It's not central AC, but they still have AC.
I guess like little AC units.
Yeah, they have little AC units, whether it be in the window or.
Hey, bro, you're talking about luxuries right now.
No, I know.
That's American.
I'm just saying.
But there's spots, yes, with AC. No, but it was a good time.
It was a fucking great time.
We were all safe.
Nobody died.
Clearly, nobody fucking died, even though
it wasn't ruled out.
Bro, but
it wasn't not ruled out.
The funniest part about it, I still cannot fucking forget. It was the fact that you started icing your hands with fucking frozen White Claws.
I wasn't gonna bring that up,
and you know what? I'm glad I did. because
that was a moment of weakness.
Hey, I saw you from afar, and
let the record. Hold on.
And I was like, oh, this boy, for all the shit he loves talking, is over here with his fucking hands like this around a White Claw. I'm like, hey, bro, how tough are you now?
Hey, let the record show. I tried to grab the ice, but the ice was stuck together, and I couldn't break it apart because I don't have fucking thumbs. Both of my thumbs were swollen. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, well, fuck. I know these White Claws got frostbite. Like, let me just hold on to these. I was gripping them like they were the jaws of life. Like, please help me.
Do you have an appreciation now for those women that bruise easy?
I mean, I always had an appreciation. I always took that into mind. I mean, I could still make fun while having an appreciation.
Because everybody knows. Well,
everybody knows bad bitches are anemic. It's
like they go out and they're all, how did I get all these bruises? I'm like, I don't fucking know how you got them either.
Yeah.
But then you come to find out how it's like, oh, you just have an iron deficiency. You just bruise easy.
Yeah.
You might have set your ass on a stool. Maybe that's why you bruised. It could have been that easy.
Could be.
Because that's how easy it was for you.
You know how it was for me? Laughing and smacking the table like that.
One smack.
Thumb swole up. I was contemplating not even having them.
Yo, what's the use of these fucking things?
What is the use of these thumbs if I can't use them?
It was hysterical. Yeah. It was hilarious.
There was a lot of realizations. Yeah, it was funny as fuck. For people that are listening, if you're around just Arturo and I, or Arturo and Fernie, or Fernie and I,
or just even Fernie by himself. No, I take that back.
No, Fernie needs somebody to bounce ideas off of. He does. Like, I noticed with me, it's the same thing with Max. Is like we feed off of each other like to keep pushing limits. It's the same thing with you. Like I want to see how far we could push this until like we gotta stop.
Yeah, it's like
yeah. And with Fernie, it's like that boy knows no bounds. He just needs to know that it's like if you keep pushing him, he's gonna go.
Oh yeah.
And you're gonna laugh until you think you're gonna shit yourself, you're gonna have a headache, or both things at the same time. You're gonna run to the bathroom somewhere or just away.
I'll paint it to you guys. They were on the 3rd floor. Ari and I were on the 2nd floor. We were just talking, and all I kept hearing was boom, boom.
That was me.
Mind you. They're on a balcony. We're like under we're in the house. Like there's no way we could hear you.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, you guys shook the house with how hard you guys were stomping and laughing.
My bad.
Yeah. No, it didn't matter, but it was just funny.
But
it was
hearing the story, you understood exactly.
No, and I said we can't explain the story clearly. Yeah. But it was hysterical, and I was like, I get it. And even then you guys told me the story when you guys came downstairs, and I was like, well, my fucking head hurts. I'm lightheaded.
Yeah.
Like my throat was like hurting from like laughing. I don't even know how it's possible.
No, it's possible. I had a headache earlier on in that day, but for me,
probably
I got
water.
No, that's probably 1,000%. Bad blood flow because I'm anemic, but
you're trying to be like these IG thoughts, bro. Good for you.
Nah, I'm okay. I have an iron deficiency. I'll put it that way. I have an iron deficiency.
All right.
But I was just lightheaded, but that does not stop me from making jokes until it's so bad I can't think. But even then, even in moments of despair, I'm still gonna make the most of it.
Sometimes when you're in like a state of delusion and just fucking, you just completely like off the rails. That's when you come up with some.
Well, because why make it more miserable?
Nah, dude,
like even then, I just laugh at myself. I'm like, bro, look at me. Like even when I was at the table, I was like, bro, look at me. Like look at in a moment of weakness, you get to see this.
This is Adam right here,
just gripping a White Claw, just with my head down. Like
I was like, oh, this is what got you, huh?
Yeah. If we've learned anything is all my jokes are self-deprecating. I really just hate myself when I make fun of people.
Yep. And
iron deficiency is a real
killer.
It's a real killer.
That's the one thing I drove home.
And I was like, hey, I learned why women have iron deficiencies. I don't know what the fuck my excuse is.
Nah, you didn't have excuse that day. But who knows? Maybe it has a lot to do with what the fuck you didn't eat.
Yeah, what
I
didn't
diet.
Eat. Yeah.
Great time.
Oh no, it's a great fucking weekend. It's never bad.
Crazy, right?
It's never bad. Even and I could say that like being what I thought was the brink of death, still had a good time.
Oh yeah, bro. Now you're just working with fucking spare time now. It's a bonus at this point.
Everything after this, fucking. That's what is it? Not playing with house money.
Playing with house money. That's how you should see every day. Wake up. That's just a bonus at this point. Especially when you almost die on shrooms.
Yeah. That would have been fucking tragic.
Oh no, bro! Don't say that. Don't say that.
No, I know, but just we're not gonna. That's too morbid. But I'm like, good thing I didn't. I mean, in this universe, I didn't.
Bro, who was it that talks about it? And I'm not gonna get morbid, but it's a motive. Gary V. Doesn't he said
Garvey.
Garvey as Damien says. Shout out Damien. He said something. He's like, you have to like imagine your grandma getting like murdered like 4 times a day. Like you should think about it. I get what he was saying. He was trying to talk about like morality and dying and things, being appreciative and like seize the moment because you don't know about tomorrow. Granted, I get that. I don't think you have to go ahead and tell people every day you should wake up, think about your grandma or your mother dying 4 times.
Want me to tell you what my dad told me one time when we went on a 2-mile run? 2-mile run, and I started slowing down.
What did he say?
He's like, "Hey, fat ass."
Nice. I like how it
pick up the pace. I'm like, Dad, I'm fucking tired. Like, I didn't say fucking, obviously. Dad, I'm tired. He's like, look, we're just running in the neighborhood. He's like, look up ahead. And I was like, okay. He's like, imagine your mom just got in an accident and the car's on fire. Are you going to run and save your mom or are you going to be a little bitch? And I was like,
great motivation.
Is my mom over? He's like, you dumbass. Picture that. And just fucking run. Just run. And I promise you, by the time you get over there, you're not even going to realize you ran that far. It's mental. You're just fat.
You're all Dad, I understand that, but there's capabilities.
My dad's the same age as Gary Vee, so
I mean,
it's just that generation, I guess. They're just super blunt and use bad, I guess, examples, euphemisms, or whatever you want to call it. They always go to like the extreme to just paint a picture that doesn't need to be there.
He did that. Gary Vee said you need to think about that 4 times throughout the day. I'm
not thinking about it 4 times. I think about it during my workouts though. I'm like, bro, am I gonna be so out of shape that I can't even help my kids?
Yeah,
I don't have kids, but like, if I can't even help my homies.
Oh, bro, we've talked about that before. That we've gassed ourselves to the extreme most days at the gym, to where it's like, bro, I really have to debate. Like, if I get in a road rage incident after the gym, am I gonna have enough energy to fight?
Like I'm gonna tell you this, I've been in that road rage incident, and I've held myself well.
You will, yes.
But like I laugh when people say like, oh, if you're gonna get in a street fight, you think it's only last 20 seconds. I'm like, nah, it's gonna last for me. It's a little more than 20 seconds. Like, I'm fine. It's for the other person. It's not gonna last that long. So it's that same mentality. It's just we don't say it in that
manner,
vulgar, extreme manner. It's that generation.
Shout out Gary Vee though. Just think about your grandma getting murdered 4 times a day,
or think about your mom getting in a car accident and you got to go help her.
Fat ass.
Exactly. And America would be so much healthier if they did that.
Hey, guess what? That's in a sense, he did bully you there, and
no,
it worked.
My upbringing is my dad bullying.
Yeah, worked.
And then my sister to add on to that.
I mean, that was icing on the cake.
That
really.
was icing on the cake that didn't need to be.
Well, that's just more for comedic relief. If we're being honest.
That was icing on the cake, and then they made fun of me for eating cake. But whatever.
It's all good.
It's all good. Who's laughing now, Dad?
Who's laughing now, Dad? But enough of that for today. What do we want to get into? We can.
Well, we already hinted at the.
Well, we kind of already talked about. You mentioned Kanye's album dropping.
Yeah, we have to do a super deep dive.
Nor do we want to.
Yeah.
I just kind of want to, obviously, everybody, if you haven't been on Twitter,
everybody has an opinion.
Everybody has an opinion, and it's like so back and forth. A lot of people are saying it's garbage. A lot of people saying this is great for the 2 hours that the fucking album is.
Yeah.
You get both sides of the fucking thing. Mm-hmm. I guess my question to you is, what side are you on?
I am not going to say it's his best album ever. Excuse me. It's not his best album ever, but it is, right now, it's his most successfully streamed album.
Yeah,
because now we're in the streaming era.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've been in it for a while, but either way, like, this is his most. He broke so many records with what he did. I like it production wise. I'm not going, like, this is what people need to realize. I'm not going to Kanye to hear substance in music. I'm not going for his lyrics. Like, I'm not going for. That's not what I'm going to listen. He
was always known for his great production.
Yeah, like it's you're listening for the features, how he incorporates other artists into songs, mm-hmm. and the whole construction of an album, and how sonically that ever since My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, that word's been used a lot, is sonically.
Yeah.
As far as like amongst common people, like that's known in the music industry, but not amongst common people. And even My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, like. It wasn't like it was the most lyrical. Like, he was lyrical, but it's not like it's out of this world. It's like if you were to hear from somebody else, like a Jay-Z or something, like, oh, it's all right, it's an all right bar. But over that production stuff. But back to this album, it's like it's cool. It's cool to listen to. Like, it depends on setting. Like, setting is one thing that's important when you listen to music, and I feel some people listen to music in the wrong settings. This is not an
album. That is possible.
Yeah. So I'm on the fence of, I like it. It's okay to like it. Mm-hmm. I even love the build up to it. I love that
you're saying like how he did like 3 different events to kind of get to where he
yeah,
got.
like you can look at it as like, oh, he scammed people money. He didn't force you to be there.
No.
1, 2, like it's just like it now. It's a thing. Mm-hmm. It's a thing. Like when you think about this album, you're like, bro, you remember when he did 3 shows and sold out these stadiums,
fucking levitating
in the air, made $14 million in merch, like. It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's more than just like he dropped it. Like, it's the same thing like we're going to talk about Drake. When Drake did if you're reading this, it's too late. It's a thing because he dropped it without announcing it.
Yeah.
It's a thing. So that's how I'm looking at it with that lens. There's other people that hate it.
Yeah, I also think it's unfair for people to look at Kanye in the same lens as you probably look at Drake, because they're not even the same. They don't make, 1, clearly not the same music, but 2, no. It's like apples and oranges. It's like one guy does one thing very well. Drake does what he does very well. Mm-hmm. But Kanye does whatever he does very well. Mm-hmm. So when you try to look at him in the terms of like, oh, but Drake does this, it's like, well, if you're always going to say, but there's always this guy, then you're never going to be able to give those other people their kind of their flowers.
Yeah,
they're
just taken away. They're just due. However you want to look at it. Like, and I saw people, I love when logical people tweet, because it's like, that makes sense, but it's not going to get the same amount of love as somebody that's doing hot takes. Mm-hmm. But it's like, it's possible to like Kanye and Drake. Yeah. It's possible. Like, they may be feuding, and honestly, they're probably feuding to boost record sales and boost streaming numbers and boost their money. I mean, it's smart. It's the WWE approach. Mm-hmm. But to look at how much, like, I can look at how much effort Kanye put into it, even though you could say whatever you want of like, oh, his first show, the album wasn't even mixed, and these are songs that the people that went to the second show got a way better experience than the people at the first show. Yeah, but you still got an experience, and he's going at least even whatever it looks like to you. Like, he ruined Soldier Field for a show. That's cool. That's fucking cool within itself.
Which, by the way, that field was dog shit before Kanye burnt it.
Exactly. So he did them a favor. Fucking upgrade.
Yeah. He forced them to fucking upgrade.
Yeah.
I guarantee you there's going to be athletes that aren't going to get hurt because they're going to have to put in new turf. Good for them.
He should do it at fucking Washington Stadium now.
Hey, they still won't do it.
Yeah, they probably still won't.
They'll play on a fucking burnt
They'll
field.
be like, oh, thanks. Whatever.
Hey,
I guess we'll get this dirt out of here.
No, they're going to play on a burnt field. Absolutely.
And it's cool to see, bro. He fucking, if I know you don't think he set himself on fire, I like to entertain the idea like he did, because he's fucking crazy.
I mean, I would love to. But
I would love to think that, like, he's crazy enough that you can believe it if he did or didn't.
Do you also believe that he levitated up?
I want to believe that.
I mean, I want to as well.
People have believed in crazier.
But if I'm a betting man,
like,
I'm
people
gonna
believe
go
LeBron James never cheated.
He's never cheated, dude. Why do you keep saying that?
Yeah, whatever. It means to be seen. But yeah, like, why not? Like, if you're gonna go out of your way to troll in a negative way, I don't troll in a positive way. Mm-hmm. Like, no, he set himself on fire, bro. He cares that much about the show.
I also think there's something to the fact of, I think people just didn't like Kanye before the album. So as soon as they dropped, it's like, okay, cool. Now there's a reason to actually talk shit. Yeah. And kind of like attach it to something versus
and then when they attach another thing with the merch, and I'm going to use this as a transition to Drake's effort. Mm-hmm. Like, when they attach it to Kanye's merch and like, oh, it's overpriced, expensive, fuck Kanye, this and that, third. It's like, hey, do you even know, like, that's like the common thing that I've noticed with people with that are consuming fashion is like, do you even know who's designing this stuff? It's not like Kanye designed this. Yeah. It's Demna, who's the creative director for Balenciaga, designed this stuff. Like, have you seen how much Balenciaga costs?
I was going to ask you that. When was the last time you bought Balenciaga?
I haven't. Can't afford it.
Can't afford it.
Yeah. And if Kanye has a $200 shirt or a $120 shirt, it's probably a discount.
Mm-hmm.
For what Demna does, like, it's you and you want to flash your designer all you want, your Louis Vuitton and your fucking Chanel, but like it's funny to see, because those same people that are talking shit about Kanye stuff's too expensive, and you had like an actual creative director for a fashion house design it. That's like validated. He's not fucking Virgil. He's Demna. And then you look at Drake's merch, or you look at Drake's artwork, and it's like, well, where's
did
the
a middle
effort?
schooler draw it?
Bro, I look at Drake's merch, and immediately I think Forever 21.
Yes. With like, in terms of like that oversized, corny type.
Like, Nike did a collab with H&M and decided to have Drake creative direct it.
There you go, and that's what you got.
And that's what it looks like. It's like, bro, are we really putting IG captions on the back of a shirt?
That's exactly what he's doing.
And those people that talk shit about Kanye's merch are probably gonna buy Drake's merch. At least that's what I see from my timeline. It's like, oh yeah, you think this is cool?
The slander that Kanye's got with his merch is way more than what Drake's gonna be getting. If anything, it's not even a meme, really. They're just saying like, oh, this shit's gonna end up on a caption on IG. Mm-hmm. Like, they're just like kind of poking fun, but they're not demeaning or trying to take value away from fucking Drake's merch.
No, and people are like, oh, like when he made those billboards in Toronto, it's like, and so it begins, the IG captions, and it's like, yeah, but you accept that. Mm-hmm. That's minimal effort. That's nothing. That's literally, like you said, an IG caption on a billboard, and it's an IG caption on a shirt, and it just has a Nike swoosh on the front with whatever color accents to it. Yeah. It's like, how creative is that? It's not. And you look at the other CLB merch, where it's literally a C, L, and a B in whatever fucking Microsoft Word font you can find, and it's like, oh, but this is cool? Like, why is it cool when he does that, but like they can do this? And you didn't even, like, some people probably didn't even investigate. I'm not saying I did, but say you investigate the meaning behind whatever symbols that Kanye used. It's like, you could tell there was thought. Yeah. There's some cohesiveness of something. Whether you like it or not, whether it's the appealing to you, that's a different discussion.
He's curating something. Yeah. It might not be something that's appealing to you, but it's...
And it also obviously has a religious undertone, because Kanye's doing religious music since... what was it? Was it the Ye album where he started? I mean, he's always talked about God.
Yeah,
he's always talked about God, but it's been more prevalent.
Yeah, even in Jesus
is King.
Yeah, Jesus King.
It's like, hey, bro. Like, obviously, this is a part where you want to call it a shtick, or if it's his actual life. Like, it is what it is. But at least it follows a fucking theme. What's Drake's theme? It's just fucking the same emoji in different colors and different color shirts and
the same type of fucking corny IG shit that you're gonna see on every. We're talking about IG models earlier. On every IG model's fucking caption. That's his demographic, and that's what he caters to.
And it sounds like hate, but I'm still gonna listen to his album.
No,
and I'm still gonna probably quote and tweet his lyrics.
Absolutely, but what we're saying is to say to that it's like
effort.
It's effort, and if you want to go ahead and pit the two artists against each other, let's go ahead and actually analyze what's going on here.
Yeah, and I think well, I've like when Drake announced that he was dropping on September 3rd. I was like, and I was talking with Manny about it. I was like, hey, Kanye's gonna have to drop, like, cause he works in the industry and stuff. Like, he has background information. And it's like he has no choice but to drop by that day.
Before, probably sooner.
No, yeah, by that day. Cause if he doesn't, then that's to the public eye perception. That's him bowing down to Drake. So you guys played this game of chicken in the public, and if he drops before you now, it's gonna look bad on your part. He dropped it surprise drop on Sunday. Of course, Sunday, whatever.
Sunday service.
But I know for a fact it's like he did that because he doesn't want to drop on the same day as Drake, because he's not going to have the same numbers. He'll probably still have great numbers because it's Kanye. Kanye's always going to do good numbers. But compared to if you're going to have to battle somebody on the same day with streaming, that's different.
It's a tough one.
Exactly. And then now he broke all these records with Donna, and it's like when they're posting all the stats. And it's like, yeah, he did that. And now he has that tool, like, okay, Drake, now your turn.
Now you have to beat all the numbers that I just hit.
The very next week.
Yeah.
You have to do that. And I did that on a Sunday. One day, 24 hours. I forgot what day they start tracking the numbers. I think it's Thursday at midnight until I think Tuesday is the actual sales week.
So he didn't have enough. He's not even going to have the same amount of time as Drake.
Well, that's just his 24-hour period as well. It's like, that's the most... It's cool to see, and you can, and it just being an objective person and just looking at it, it's fun. It's fun to just see it play out in public. It's the same thing as when Kanye went up against 50 Cent. And Drake, I realized this today. I don't know if we ever talked about it on the podcast, the nastiest line he's kind of ever said, and it's not even from Marvin's Room. Not even nastiest. It's like the most
from
petty.
Take Care album?
It's not from Take Care. It's from I think Views from the Six. He said it's just such a line to where it's like, bro, did you really say that? But it's such a spiteful thing. Like, think about this. Like, and he said, I gave your nickname to someone else. And the only reason, like, I started deep diving into that, it's like, bro, this person doesn't even know that you're calling them whatever nickname that used to be to this person. You're doing, like, it's not as nasty as from Marvin's Room.
No,
but I
it's
just like,
not.
how spiteful can you be?
How demeaning of a human, that's demeaning.
I was like, he's such a sociopath.
Yeah, I'd much rather you call me worse.
Yeah, than the
Don't
same
give me,
nickname
but
as
don't give me
somebody
the
else
fucking same nickname
to spite them.
Yeah,
and I was like, bro, like we all talked about on the drive home from Rosarito, the Marvin's Room, and how nasty he ended the song.
So many. Oh my god.
So many, like, I can't believe he said, "I'll hold your hair back while you throw up." I can't believe he said that in a song, and I never realized it. I'm like, oh, he really said that in a song.
He really said
and then at the end of it, he said, oh, so you're not going to come? I'm like, oh, my God, this guy's fucking pushy. This guy's pushy.
He's a narcissist.
Yeah.
Hey, we want to give Kanye shit for being a narcissist. You need to do it to the same thing with Drake.
No, Drake. Kanye's crazy. Drake's emotionally manipulative and a narcissist. If we really think about it.
I think the perception. Well, yes, no, I agree with
if
you.
But really think about it.
But I think his crazy is more tied, really tied with him being, people perceive him being his narcissist. I don't think he's a narcissist.
I don't think he's a narcissist.
I think he thinks in a certain way that he's going to be. It's kind of like Elon Musk. A lot of people think Elon Musk is a narcissist. It's like, you just really need to understand how the guy thinks. I don't think that's his intention.
Well, maybe we're not understanding how Drake thinks.
Apparently not. And I'm okay with that.
The biggest light-skinned fuckboy to ever walk this earth.
And that's, you know what? That's fine too. That's fine too. But if you're gonna fucking try and shit on Kanye, you need to do the same thing with Drake. I just want people.
You're asking people to be fair.
I want them to be consistent.
That's crazy. That consistency.
Consistent. That's all I ask for.
You're asking for a lot, bro.
And it's hard because I think the people. I don't think Drake's done anything bad to the effect of like what Kanye's so polarizing. But you have to respect him. Like he's like even when he was on this whole MAGA shit, and then he was on like with a bunch of his comments in terms of like slavery was an option. Like he really turned the tide with a lot of fucking people in a short period of time during a time of turmoil.
People still mind you during that time.
There.
No, still during that time he dropped 2 projects during that time you're talking about, and they still streamed really well.
No, but
people still went to go listen to it, whether to talk shit about it or they genuinely wanted to listen to it.
No, and that's what I mean though. Regardless of whatever he's gonna do from here on out, I think people are always still gonna tie it to what's happened.
And I think there's only been a few people that I spoke with that said I'm just not gonna listen. Like they made that choice, but not everybody's like that. Some people are gonna be like, well, let me at least hear it, because you give him that benefit of the doubt. Like he might have actually made a good project. Like on those 2 projects, I'm not fans of them, but I could say on the Jesus is King, like good production. On Ye, I think I like 2 songs.
Yeah,
but
good production, good features.
Yeah, I think that was also the debut of I think 070 Shake on that project too, because that was 070 Shake. What song is it that you like on the Ye project?
Fuck.
That she's featured.
Kind of free.
Yeah. That's on. Yeah, I don't know the name of it, but
fuck, I forgot this. Yeah, I forgot the name of the song.
Yeah,
but it's a great song.
See, but it's things like that. Like you could still think back to those projects and pull something that you liked from it, even no matter what he did. The same thing can't be said for other artists.
No. Honestly, like it's
like if the Baby dropped a song right now. No, it's not gonna stream as like how Suge did, but Kanye put the Baby on his album, and people listen to it.
And a lot of people like that song at that.
It's like you can only get mad so much. I mean, Kanye did put him on a different beat, but
Kanye also had Marilyn Manson with him, which within itself is a whole different.
Hey, bro, creative people are just problematic, bro. They're just problematic.
You know more than I do about Marilyn Manson.
Yeah,
so
it's bad.
That's beyond problematic.
It's people brought it up on Twitter. It's bad.
It's beyond problematic.
It's really bad. You gotta really love the art to separate the artist,
and that's a tough one.
It's tough.
If you know,
it's tough. But listen to the Third Day on a 7-day binge, and you just like, you know what, man? I think I could separate this.
It's a great fucking song.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say this out loud, but I was like, hey, he really made a fan for life.
It's almost like you feel dirty. Like,
oh, bro,
I feel
like,
why do I like?
I feel disgusting.
He's such a disgusting human being, but fuck, this song's good.
But if I could just maybe have him not exist and have the song exist, cool.
People did it with Michael Jackson, even though he never got convicted of anything he did. Allegations are allegations. People still listen to Pretty Young Thing and rock with you.
Yeah.
No, ain't no, but hey, he made We Are the World. Y'all didn't. It's people pick and choose. People pick and choose like their artists, who they're gonna cancel, who they're not gonna cancel, who they will still separate art from artists. Like I think you have to reach a certain level of like artists for people to, and what kind of art you've created for people to be willing to separate. Like fucking what's his name? Gerard Carmichael say talent overweighs morals. Like if you're talented enough, we'll look past your morals.
Yeah,
or our morals.
And I think about that with Louis C.K. Like, hey, bro, they didn't let him tour for a year. Everybody said fuck you for a whole year.
Yeah.
Now he's back.
He's back.
Hey, and still sells out shows.
Hey, do you think Chris D'Elia will be back?
He already is. Like, he already started his podcast.
I don't think it's gonna be it's not gonna be the
same.
Oh,
it's not gonna be the same.
But other people, it'll kind of go back to the same.
Yeah, I definitely think Louis C.K.'s talent's a lot higher than Chris D'Elia.
Hey, people forget about Ray Lewis.
He allegedly might have killed 2 people.
Yeah. And that man's a Hall of Famer.
But you know what? He just seems like he's so about God. I could never see him do something like that. He also made a living pretty much almost fucking decapitating people.
Mm-hmm.
And he's great
for
at
the rest of their lives.
Huh?
Giving people CTE for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, along with himself.
Mm-hmm.
Hall of Fame. Hey, but talent though, Hall of Famer.
For the love of the game.
Hall of Famer.
He's my favorite player.
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Him and Michael Vick.
Oh, and talk about another problematic one. Talented people are always
talented people. You're gonna kind of, and I love fucking dogs, bro.
Oh, it's tough.
When I heard the Michael Vick situation, it was Miss Blecka. Miss Blecka from 8th grade. She's like, you're a fan of Michael Vick? And I was like, yeah. She's like, but the whole dog thing, I was like, I gotta separate the two. I don't know this man. Like Keke Palmer, I don't know this man.
He could be walking down the street.
Don't know him. Never seen him before.
Never seen this man in my life.
But it's like, I don't know these people's personal life. I just know he runs a 4.240. I just know he could throw the shit out of a football.
Fuck out of everybody.
I just know he's unguardable on Madden 2004.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I know.
That's what I could tell you, Miss Blecka. That's all I could give you.
I could he's Allen Iverson in cleats. What do you want me to tell you, Miss Blecka? I can't. You want me to defend? I don't even understand laws. It's 8th grade. I don't even understand myself.
You're all Miss Blecka. I'm just trying to get through the day. I'm trying
to get through the day without an NRB, Miss Blecka.
100%.
And you want me to have a moral compass? Fuck out of here, dog. Miss Blecka, you're asking a lot out of a fucking 8th grader.
Yeah, where do you get off?
Where do you get off? You don't even know what's going on in my mind.
The disrespect on her part.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
But no, it's hard to separate the two. And I've been able to do it. Like we talked about like a designer. She's in the fashion industry that I like, and I made that argument. I was like, I have to separate the because the bitch. I'll say I don't give a fuck. The bitch is a bird, bro. Like some of the shit she
I
says.
know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Look, I respect everybody's opinion, but when you come off the way you do and you're perceived the way you are by not just me, a lot of people I know, it's like
when there's a consensus.
I was like, come on, man. Like,
yeah.
But I love the shit she does, and I respect everything she does. Like, I love her as an artist and a creator.
You could separate.
And I separate it.
Yeah.
And you know what? It is true. Like, once you see somebody's true colors, like, they're just not even. She's not. To me, she wasn't as cute anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I thought she was.
And the same could be said. It goes for anybody. Like, if your looks are what the initial thing that you get attracted to.
That's what draws you in.
It draws you in.
It's not gonna keep
and then
you,
when
though.
people see like you're creative or you do this, your work ethic, this, that, and third. But once they see I'm not saying she's a piece of shit, but once they see things that are negative or that could be red flags or stuff that they don't like to their specific taste, you could start looking a little ugly. Mm-hmm. And that could be said from anybody.
Oh, that's male, female. Like, it goes for anybody.
Yeah.
No matter what you do.
It's an undying truth.
It's a shame. It's a real shame.
It's a real shame. I hope things work out between y'all two.
I don't know, man. She out in Miami.
I don't know. You got to focus on your other queen. I mean, she's with the short king right now, but you could focus on her.
Don't fucking say it.
But that's one of the topics we got to talk about.
Don't fucking say it.
Look.
We can get into it. Hey,
that was my transition.
Fucking Mama Man. We could talk about him. Spider-Man trailer came out. Fantastic.
Unless you're living under a fucking rock.
Oh my god!
And then your rock doesn't have Wi-Fi.
I'm so excited for this. This movie's gonna be fucking fantastic. I know it already.
You still need to see Doctor Strange.
I do. I understand. There's one I've missed. Fucking spare me, please. But I'm gonna watch it before I go.
Out of the new individual like Marvel movies, Doctor Strange is my favorite. Well, aside from I mean Deadpool's a one-off, but like as far as the Avengers, Doctor Strange is my favorite. The first one's my favorite. But that's also because I love parallel universes and like bending time and shit like that. I love that.
But yes, I'm going to watch it before I watch the new Spider-Man. But the argument was, it wasn't even like, yes, we gave it praise and whatever. Everybody's excited. But immediately when something like this fucking happens, it automatically shakes the world. It automatically goes to, well, who's your favorite Spider-Man? Like, who is your Spider-Man? It's a great argument to have. And you're going to get different arguments amongst everybody because it's all different age. Like, doesn't matter if you're fucking our age or people that are like fucking 40. Everybody's going to have different.
Because then they have their, from comic books and stuff like that. And it's just, our first impression was Tobey Maguire. Mm-hmm. And we couldn't compare him to anything else, really. Yeah. And then Spider-Man 2 came out, and I saw him with some edge.
And you start looking at Spider-Man a little different.
There's character art.
Yeah.
Yeah. Throughout all three of them, bro.
Yes.
And that's my Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. Tobey Maguire. Then after that, Tom Holland.
Yeah.
And Andrew Garfield doesn't even exist to me.
Yeah. To me, Garfield's a better Spider-Man than fucking that guy. Garfield's a fucking cat.
That's off camera for you.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Like, you just don't like Tom Holland because...
No. It's Tobey Maguire and then Tom Holland for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I fuck Andrew Garfield. But for me, I always saw as that Spider-Man as a more realistic Spider-Man. If this was a human being and this is not like an actual fucking superhero, like nothing non-fictional.
Yeah.
Fictional? No, non-fictional. I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter. That guy makes more sense.
Yeah.
Their situation makes more sense.
But also, it was like, to me, they were better movies. Like William Dafoe playing Green Goblin. that's fucking perfect. Like, who else is gonna play Green Goblin? And he killed that role. Like, there's people that complain about him covering his, like, the mask and stuff, like, with his face, because they say, like, the way he can express and emote, and like, you're taking away from what he can really do.
Acting, but you still got a lot of good acting.
Oh, you got to see his face, like, especially in the board meeting when they voted him off the board, and you saw his reaction go from, like, happy to, like, fucking psycho in a second.
He's like, they're all, you're out, and he's just like, am I?
Yeah, bro. It's you can see, like, oh, this guy's fucking psycho.
I was like, oh, I know what's coming next.
Yeah.
But and you don't get, and I don't know, maybe it's because where like movies and society are leading to. But I look at Tom Holland. Vanilla. Yes, I look at Tom Holland. And I'm like, this, like you're soft, bro. And I get it. Like you want to create a different type of Spider-Man. That's fine.
Well, there's different Spider-Men.
Yes.
They're different in the universe.
Yes.
There's different ones. No, so there's gonna be one where just like Tom Holland, where he's more of a kid, and then.
But I'm just saying what I gravitate.
And Toby, where he fucks
hard.
Honestly. And he gets in a WWE cage.
The argument
you're here for 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
You ain't going nowhere. I don't even know. What is his name? Bonesaw? I think his name was Bonesaw, right? Or Bone something?
Bonesaw. No.
It's Bonesaw? Is it?
It wasn't Bone Crusher, no.
No, it was Bonesaw.
It might have been Bonesaw. Yeah. You keep going. I'm going to look it up real quick.
For 3 minutes. You ain't going nowhere. And he's all looking around and shit. It's fucking cage match.
Hey, bro, what does he say? You just saw hang up in the cage. He's all, it's a nice outfit. Did your mommy make it for you?
Yeah.
Oh, I was fucking troll.
Yeah. But, yeah, like that, it's way more realistic, and I guess we could have related to it a little bit more. The cast was great.
It is Bonesaw.
It's Bonesaw, yeah. I remember seeing that in the movie theater for the first time at Metro 8, RIP. Front row, because it was so packed, sold out premiere.
So you had to fucking throw out your neck,
bro,
trying to look
like
up.
This, bro, and this is before seats go back, bro. See, this generation that's coming up is so comfy, so soft,
bro.
So soft.
Do you remember those movie theaters where it's like, bro, there's 150 people in here.
There's people sitting on the ground.
Bro, and that was another thing. That was a safety hazard within itself.
Yeah, no, and we're sitting just like looking up like this in those hard ass chairs at Metro 8.
Bro, Metro was the nastiest of activity because we had people sitting on the ground. Everybody's all on top of each other. Somebody's getting a hand job in the back. It's like, bro,
there's shit going on.
It's like,
here.
hey, you better just look forward.
It was Metro 8, and I think the Dollar Theater is still there, right? But those only 2 theaters that, and we would sometimes go to like Mary Pickford. All nasty. Like my mom and dad would like look at us crazy. Like if we were to ever go to like the IMAX to see something like that, was like it had to be a good movie.
Yeah, it had to be like groundbreaking type of fucking movie.
Absolutely, because why else would they pay like $5 more a ticket or $3 more a ticket somewhere else?
What are you, crazy?
Yeah, there's 5 of us, 3 kids, and they all need popcorn. Like me viewing it now as an adult, like how my dad was, and not even my dad thought, like, no, fuck, we're going here.
Yeah, because guess what? Guess probably gonna want to get ice cream after, want to go get some food. It's like, no, we're gonna go here.
But yeah, like that's my experience. So there's sentimental value to it. But even then, when I go back and look at it, like it's still cool.
Yeah,
it's not like cringe. Like there's some movies that are fucking cringe.
Some that don't age well. No,
yeah, that one doesn't age bad at all.
I will say though, who's your MJ?
Ooh.
We already know where mine's going to be.
Yeah. No, yours is already decided.
It's been decided. It's my fate.
Fuck. What is her name with Andrew Garfield MJ?
Huh? Emma Stone?
Yes, Emma Stone. I don't know what it is about her. There's something about her.
Oh, bro, she's fantastic.
Yeah, there's something about her that I'm just like, yeah.
I'll say this.
I would take Tobey Maguire and Emma Stone together.
Yeah,
that's my ideal. Yes. It was Zendaya there. She doesn't have to be MJ. She's just there.
Hey, she got to be there.
She's got to be there. Just giving that comedic value. Just that extra just there. And then you have Tom Holland's homie there as well. I forgot his name.
Ned?
Something like that.
I think it's
have
Ned.
him there as well. Like he's just like, I don't know, the neighbor next door.
Yeah,
he knows that he's just Toby's Spider-Man, but like he just keeps it down.
Yeah.
Like,
bro, which if you think about it, talk about a fucking different time because, like Ned and Tom, like the Spider-Man Tom Holland.
Oh, you're talking about James Franco?
Yeah, I was like, and then look at nasty ass Dave Franco and James Franco and Tobey Maguire. It's like, hey, bro, this dude's trying to fuck his girl. We've become so soft as a society. I hate it, bro. I hate it.
Bro, the look on Toby's face when he walked in and gave the flowers to MJ in Spider-Man 2, I think, and to see all the flowers from fucking James Franco, bro, I was like, I felt bad. I was like, oh, bro, your best friend just fucking son to you
bro,
like this?
knowing damn well he can get anybody.
Because he's mad because you killed his dad?
Yeah.
Tell him to get over that shit. Your dad's a psycho.
Yeah.
Your dad pretended he was my fucking Aunt May in a burning building. That shit is hilarious.
Hey.
But now when you look back at that scene, we're like, oh my God. We're in the blanket like, what the fuck would the bitch even be doing in here?
He might as well have played a ghost. That's more believable.
Bro. Like, a ghost was more believable.
Bro, like
Aunt May.
Oh no, bro,
get away from me! He fucking kicks
the
fucking
wow. Bro,
that's
the
hilarious.
meme of fucking Aunt May praying and he fucking comes in and blows it.
Bro, when she's just like,
bro, it's fantastic. I'm sorry, Tom Holland, but your movies haven't given me any of that.
they're not as memorable, bro.
Nah, but like I said, I guess it's just different. It's just tailoring to a different time.
Yeah. No, I could say like Tom.
They're good
there's
movies,
funny
though.
moments.
They're
There's
good
funny
movies.
moments. It's good. It's cookie cutter.
Yeah.
Hey,
but that's not what I want.
But Toby and James Franco gave you that raw uncut shit.
Hey,
right
bro,
there.
these motherfuckers are going. Hey, Toby went as far as like, oh, so you just gonna throw ahead and throw one of them explosion things at me?
Yeah.
Boom.
He just went like, whoo, from behind him, spider vision.
Mm-hmm.
They got multiple eyes. I don't even know how many, but went like this, yeeted it right back to his ass.
and bro, how calmly he walked away from that. I'm like, this is my guy right
What's
here.
the name of the girl that he had journalism class with? The rich one. Her dad worked at the. You know which one I'm talking about? The one in Spider-Man 2 that Tobey Maguire used to get MJ mad.
Oh, to get her jealous.
To get her jealous, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I forgot her name, but even she was bad, bro. And the way
Dude.
he handled that, I'm like, hey, bro, this boy got some edge. Also, he knows how to play the piano.
I know. Fucking
just emo Spider-Man. Y'all don't even get emo Spider-Man.
I wish. Well, I mean, I guess they kind of did in the last one, but
Who did?
well,
With Andrew Garfield?
No.
That boy just looks
Nah,
sad.
it's because he was in all black.
Oh.
Tom Holland.
I guess.
What do they call him? Like the Night Monkey? That's what they called him.
I guess.
That's what they called him. I'm not.
I don't
lying.
even remember that, but like, I just remember so much
Honestly,
more.
I watched the movie a lot just because it's not even Tom Holland.
Yeah, like
She needs to be on screen more.
she does. But bro, like Spider-Man 2, it's up there. It bugs. Spider-Man 3 with
1.
Sandman.
Yeah, well, yeah, not the best one, but
Still, I would still say that's up there before Andrew Garfield.
oh yeah, go without question.
There's a reason we only got one movie.
Yeah, there's nothing memorable about him.
Yeah. He was too weird.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man's a nerd. He's not weird. Like that was a little cringy.
Like
weird.
he reminds me of he was just as weird as
Like not only
when
are
he
you
was in,
socially
like, the
awkward, but you
Facebook
kind of
movie.
give off like you're sexually awkward, bro. This is just
Like, hey,
it's
bro,
just weird to be.
hey, bro,
There's a lot of built up weird energy.
Hey, bro, you're
near
making
you.
Emma Stone uncomfortable.
Yeah, bro, get the fuck away from my girl, dog.
Yeah. And that's the problem with our society nowadays, guys. Now you see the clear difference in generations.
It is what it is, bro.
There's a difference in the generations, clearly,
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of people a lot of people will say like, and I did see on Twitter too that everybody was rocking with Tom Holland
Mm-hmm.
because it's just like, I guess how Marvel's kind of transpired and they've developed. And it's
Maybe
just
it's like
so
kind of like
much
a what,
different.
like almost like a what have you done for me lately? Like recency bias.
Yeah. And even then, it's like how they're produced and all that. Like, yeah, this reminds me of like Avengers type
Mm-hmm.
of fucking shit. Versus back then, we didn't have the Avengers. We didn't have anything.
We just, I think that was even before Iron Man, or that was after the first Iron Man was Spider-Man. I don't remember the
I'm
exact
pretty
year.
sure Spider-Man was before Iron Man.
But
think.
yeah. So that was we didn't even have really great CGI. You just had Spider-Man and Pirates of the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you had to really
Boy,
like
dude, I know
look
it.
at. And both of those series fucked.
Hard.
Yeah. Hey, it is what it is.
I
I
don't
stand
know.
by my decision.
No, I'm riding. Hey,
Toby, Tom, fucking Andrew Garfield. I guess I got to put him on the list if I have to
do
place
they,
him.
though? I'd rather
just
have
do
a
a top
kid,
two?
I'd rather have a kid from the Spider-Verse.
Which one? I didn't even see that one.
The animated one?
The animated one? I don't think I even saw that one.
I saw a little bit of it. It was actually really good.
I heard it was really good.
Yeah. I heard
it was really good. I just, I just haven't seen it.
No, it's a good one. But I would put him way above that.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure
That's our movie breakdown. I mean, I'm excited because Doc Ock is back, and the conspiracy theories already on TikToks that my sister sends me of when he says hello, Peter. He's never met Tom Holland, so obviously he's talking to Toby. And then you think,
that's
you didn't even
right.
think about that
I didn't
shit.
think about that. That's fucking
he's never
genius.
seen him. Never seen. How would he know? He's Peter. See?
Oh, bro, if they find a way to fucking bring back Toby,
Didn't they say that they're not bringing back Andrew Garfield? Did they say that they're not bringing him back?
They said they're not bringing back somebody. I don't know if it was him. I don't think they'd see that at Toby.
Yeah, but bro,
I want to bring that nerd ass dude back or that weird ass guy back.
Andrew, just leave him where he's at.
Yeah. Does that mean we're gonna get multiple MJs?
I didn't even think about that shit.
Bro, are we about to get? Oh, that okay. Maybe we should have Andrew Garfield because that means we're gonna have Emma Stone.
Yeah, or
I'm okay with that.
Well, we don't need him,
but they're probably gonna do it.
Maybe she's just there. You know?
Maybe. Fuck. I hope they do.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I saw some funny shit. It's like, if I was Tom Holland and I found out that I can't clap cheeks with Zendaya anymore, yeah, I'd fucking be like, no, bro, fucking start all over.
Bro, like, Doctor Strange was willing. I'm going to say this part, and this is something that, another one that I realized in the movie, or the preview. He was willing to do a spell that he shouldn't do.
He said it too.
Yeah, like, he was willing to risk it all just so Tom Holland could have the chance to clap cheeks. Maybe, possibly.
No, well,
that I'm like, how like,
well, because the thing is, he's like, nobody's gonna remember you as being Spider-Man.
Yeah,
that also means MJ's not gonna Zendaya's not gonna remember you either.
Yeah.
He's like, oh wait, shit, and that's not what I want. It's like, hey, bro, you don't get to fucking pick and choose. And then he's like, no. It's like, yeah, bro, I would have gone ape shit too.
Yeah.
If I cannot.
Doctor Strange shouldn't have done that, but also that's the guy that was texting and driving while driving through Malibu, or wherever he was driving near cliffs. It's in New York, right? You never seen fucking Doctor Strange? Never mind.
I haven't. I was like, I don't know this scene.
But anytime there's an interdimensional warfare going on, Wong is nowhere to be seen. He leaves immediately. He's like, I gotta go somewhere else, and you can't even believe the war I gotta deal with over here on the fronts I gotta serve. It's like, bro, where are you really? Did you find the one dimension where the war is not happening?
Yes, he did.
It has to be.
And he stayed there. And then he comes back conveniently when it's all over.
Yeah, like, he's one of the ones just fucking going like this in Infinity War. It's like, or Endgame, it's like, this is what you decide. Like, oh, now you're back when you got your squad with you, but it's when you and Doctor Strange, you got somewhere you got to be.
Hey, bro, he's like, I got to go protect somebody else,
No, don't do that spell. And fucking leaves. It's like, all right, I'm going to do the spell. Like, you didn't really enforce it.
No.
You should have just took the book with you.
But that shit is hilarious. He's never really anywhere to be seen when he's needed.
Never, bro. Nobody leaves faster than Wong.
No. Now, I was to say maybe Loki would be one to bail, but even Loki fucking fights.
Loki fights. Even when he knows he's going to lose. Yeah, he gets ragdolled by Hulk. But yeah, bro, like Wong,
it's gonna be
he's
a
like
movie.
Somebody has to tell the tale and just leaves.
That's who he is, and that's fine.
If he really wanted to stop Doctor Strange, he could have took the Book of Spells with him. If he really wanted to.
Did, yes, he did. He could have.
But maybe he knew that it was necessary for him to fuck up.
He saw the future, and he's all, you know what, this needs to happen.
Nah, he's just a bitch and needed to get out of there.
He's I'm not involved. Don't
fight or flight. All right, next dimension.
Hey, I'm not involved. I'm pitching tomorrow. Don't bring me into this.
Hey, make sure y'all clean up when I get back. But he comes back. He's like, oh fuck, did I miss it?
He's all, what I miss?
Yeah,
it's like, bro,
shit's over.
You're all. Apparently we got fucking 2 MJs now, 3 fucking Spidermans. I'm excited. I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna be one of the first ones to fucking see this.
Yeah.
Maybe not the first day, maybe the second day. Let the crowd get in there. Come in after.
Second, yeah.
It's always like the second, third day, or honestly,
or the next week.
Yeah, I'll probably go on like on a Tuesday when nobody's there.
Random day.
We're
adults, bro. We can go whenever we want.
Yeah, that's the best time to go to the movies.
Yeah.
I always think of like the movies during the weekends. It's like, it's like for like the families and like the teenagers and shit. People that can't really go out.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Or
really
you could even just go to a matinee. There's nobody there. You're getting the same quality movie. Yeah. Nobody's there. It's cheaper. At least that's what my uncle told me.
Yeah.
That's why he would always take us to matinees. Because fucking, I think $2 cheaper a ticket.
Could.
And it's empty.
But yeah, I choose to not go to the movie theaters on the weekends now.
Why?
Because of that. I don't.
Because of that. Oh, because it's being packed and being around people.
Yeah, that many people.
Well, we also got spoiled of renting out the auditorium.
We did get spoiled.
We could do that.
Do
you think they raised the price, or it should just be
the
same,
so.
Right?
I don't think so, and especially because
we
even last time we did it during the week. Yeah, that's why I think it was
out
probably
during
cheap.
the week.
You can't do it during the weekends.
Yeah, that makes sense. You can do it during the week. They probably. Well, I mean,
we're gonna do it.
I'm gonna
do it.
I think I'm gonna.
No, I can't.
I'm gonna go. Can't say the word.
Can't say
I'm gonna say yes.
Can't say C word.
I'm gonna say yes to the dress.
You say yes to the dress?
It's a show.
Oh.
Called Say Yes to the Dress.
I actually have heard the show. I've never actually watched it.
Yeah,
But what else do we want to get to? We did on Spider-Man. Well, I don't know. I guess new music. You were talking about West Side Gun.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess we can go back to that.
You seem very inspired, and I've never seen this. I've never seen you be this inspired in a long time.
You know, I'm a big Griselda fan.
Yes. Shout out Benny the Butcher.
And
Conway. West Side Gun.
West Side Gun dropped a project to conclude the Hitler Wears Hermes series. That's the name of the series, Hitler Wears Hermes. And yeah, bro, it's a great send off to a series, fucking full of. It's just basically rapping on lo-fi beats, talking about all the shit that they did and all the drugs that they sold and stuff that they can talk about because they already served time for it. Mm-hmm. So it's like it just hits different when you know, like, oh, they really did all this stuff. Like, it's not, you know, allegedly or they're not trying to incriminate. It's like, no, we already served the time for this. Double jeopardy. Look it up. And that doesn't qualify for murder though. Learn that.
That's very true.
But it's just, and then Stove God Cooks. I knew he was good when I first heard him. I think JBP played him. Maul played one of his songs, and I'm like, okay, this guy has a very distinctive sound. It's kind of like West Side Gun, where West Side Gun has a very distinctive sound.
Yes.
When he gets on a track, so I'm like, okay, he's good. Like he but I don't know how good he is. Carried the whole album. Like they used him so much on the project. Oh, because he's signed to Griselda, I believe. I think he is signed to Griselda. Him and Boldy James. I know for sure Boldy is.
Yeah.
But he was like the fucking, like, what would you even call him? Like on the Dream Team, he'd be like fucking, or not a Dream Team, but like on the 96 Bulls, he's like Dennis Rodman. Like, you know for sure, like he's just gonna dominate.
Yeah, like if it wasn't for him,
he's a role player, but he's playing the fuck out of his role.
Role player, or if it's like, yes, if he's not, I get it, he's not the number one, but like
he's not his project.
Hey, he's a strong 1B. Yeah. I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah, bro. They both of them made me feel like I could flip a brick. I can't. Look, I tried selling drugs before. I'm way better at taking them.
That's
Obviously,
the problem.
I'm still here to tell the tale.
Hey, that's the problem.
That is the problem.
It's also a solution.
Hey, some people sell drugs, other people take drugs. It goes hand in hand.
Yeah, just don't try and do both.
Don't try.
It doesn't work out well.
That's in the 10 Crack Commandments.
Thank you.
But yeah, like it made me feel like, oh, like it empowers you in a weird way. Like there's just some music like you don't really relate to.
Oh, not at all.
But it empowers you, and you're like, no, I could do that. I might hit the plug right now. Who knows?
It's like when 50 Cent first came out. I was like, I don't relate shit to this.
You're just doing pull-ups. I mean, you're not doing as many reps as him.
No, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be just like that.
Exactly.
You're right. We both are living the same fucking life. I guess you are right, 50.
I did get shot 9 times.
Yeah.
I mean,
not at me.
They were flu shots, but still.
Same shit though, you know?
Mm-hmm. Hey, it is what it is. So listening to that project, fire. I would say out of the projects that dropped, I listened to that one more than Donda, but that's because Donda I listened to at night.
I listen to Donda at night
or like chilling.
Yeah, well, like if I'm in here in the morning doing work and I don't want to like watch other shit or hear a bunch of shit, it's like I'm just gonna play that whole album all the way through because it's a good thing to listen to all the way through.
Background music.
Yeah, it's background music. Now, am I gonna pick songs here and there to probably listen to out and about?
Go-tos?
Yeah, probably, but not the whole album.
Yeah, not the whole album. But yeah, no, the West Side Gun, great send off. Let me just look up the actual name
of the album. Which is funny because
Hitler Wears Hermes 8. Sincerely Adolf.
Wait a second.
Hitler Wears Hermes 8. Yeah, Sincerely Adolf.
It's a hard ass name,
bro. It's
just
a hard ass rapper. It's a guy that never wanted to rap.
To me, I just like the fact that it's like not saying their music sounds similar, like, but they're not doing anything groundbreaking. They're doing groundbreaking things amongst like today's time, but I'm saying amongst each other, it's like they all make good music and it may kind of sound similar, even though each one has their distinct like voice. It's like a Benny album is kind of always gonna be like a Benny album. He's gonna use similar type of beats, but it's still good.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Doing anything.
They're not moving their sound a lot.
No. They have a distinctive sound. When you hear lo-fi beats, you automatically think of Griselda. Griselda, the label. And you're going to think of Benny the Butcher, you're gonna think of Conway, you're gonna think of West Side Gun, you're gonna think of Boldy James, you're gonna think of Stove God Cooks. Like, they have that sound. It's similarly to when Dr. Dre and the Chronic, when you hear G-Funk, you're gonna think of the G-Funk artists. And they created that sound. They've been doing that sound, the three of them been doing it for years. It's just now, like, within the past 3 years is when it's popped off and they caught speed. And and because people kind of transition, people are not wishy-washy, but they go from one thing to the next, and mumble rap era stopped, and now people want to hear bars now. Like, they want to hear
Logic. You said bars.
Yeah, no, I did.
Logic.
I regret saying that now. But they want to see, like, people just want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
And it's funny because, I mean, you'll never sell a brick, you'll never sell a dime bag. I mean, you could try, but I don't recommend it.
There's no point.
But they'll tell you exactly how it is, and it's like, it's so intriguing. It's like you're getting almost like a lesson on this shit, and it sounds good. It's put together well. If you understand, like, why their names are their names, like, I mean, it's played off of WWE, like the WWE name characters. That's why it's like Benny the Butcher and Conway the Machine type of thing. So it's like they have that going for them, how they, you know, curate, Westside curates all their albums, like whether it be the artwork and the sound and this, and like make sure like they dress a certain way, stuff like that. It's really smart, and obviously because it's working and it's hitting, and it's something that you have to go to them for that.
Oh yeah, you can't. And if you hear somebody do similar, it's like, you know exactly where they got that shit from.
But there's other people that rap over lo-fi beats, like Earl Sweatshirt does it, MF Doom did it, rest in peace. But it's just like they're what's now, and they're doing it the best right now.
Yeah.
And when they go on other people's songs, like, they could rap on whatever. It's just like when they are on their own song, it's fucking phenomenal. Even then, if like Westside was on Donda,
yeah,
killed it.
Or even if you hear Benny featured on some other project, it's like, I honestly think
Benny did a Russ song.
That was a song. I think that was the one that you showed me. I was like, oh well, this. I was like, I didn't think it would make sense for him to be on this beat, but it doesn't matter. His voice is his voice, and he makes it sound good.
Yeah, it's just cool. Like, I heard Westside first, then Benny, and when I heard Benny's when I became like a fan of, like, okay, let me pay attention. But and then hearing like the background, because like I've said plenty of times, like I like going back and researching people and like their interviews. And Westside never wanted to be a rapper. The only reason he did was because Benny and Conway kept getting locked up, and somebody had to rap.
Talk about holding down the fucking team, holding it down for the squad.
Yep, holding it down for them. One would go in, one would come out. They'd both be in.
Bro, how frustrating do you think he was at the time? Where he's like, bro, these motherfuckers just keep getting arrested. Guys, at some point, we're gonna have to fucking
and
rap.
They're trying to go legit. They're selling dope in Eastside Buffalo.
Yeah,
and it's not a nice place.
It doesn't
the
even
weather's
sound
not
appealing.
nice. Like, it's not appealing at all. They're not in New York. They're like, think about that. They're in Buffalo, New York, yes, but they're not in New York City.
No.
Like, so think about that. It's the same thing as like Wu-Tang coming from Staten Island. It's like you're coming from a part of New York that's not even respected.
Yeah, and
you're trying to build something, and
it's
nobody's
like
thinking about rappers from Buffalo.
No, that's the hell no.
Exactly. So
I think like, Buffalo. I think of fucking like football or something.
Yeah, I just think of football and wings. That's all I think about.
Sounds good right now.
But now it's Griselda.
Yeah.
And when Conway drops, like, it's like when they drop, I go and listen to it, and I'm never mad. Like, I don't come away and say like, that wasn't a good project.
Yeah, I wish I didn't listen to that.
Never, not once.
I know he's gonna retire now, right? Or not retire, but
that's the last of this series.
But he was saying that
he wants to retire.
Yeah, he wants to just manage it and kind of focus on the other artists.
He said he wants to be a mogul.
Yeah.
So I think this is his last year. I forgot how many projects he said he's gonna do within that time. Because if you look at 2019 and 2020, bro, they dropped, I think, almost 10 projects or more.
Between all of them, I felt like there were either one of them had a new album every other month. I was like, how is this even possible?
And they finally dropped a Griselda compilation album. Yeah. So,
but that's good. If he were to kind of retire, takes a step back, that's better
that
for
puts
Boldy
the focus
James
on
and
everybody else.
Yeah, like I'm sure he's gonna work to develop them.
And it sets up perfectly for Stove God Cooks. So like when Stove God drops his next project, you just heard him all over Westside's project. And
now the emphasis is gonna be on him. So let's see what he does with it.
Artist development. It's a thing that's missing in the industry.
It's not it's not done enough. And if it is, it's never probably done right.
Bro, I was thinking today when I was listening to Drake, and I listened to that song, Redemption, and I was like, you know, I get it. Drake's the breadwinner of OVO. He's the face of OVO. I get it. But what the fuck with my G Jordan, you know? Like, it's such a disservice to them too, because I fuck with them. And I started realizing, I'm like, wait, like, Division's blowing up, but they also have management that's not associated with OVO.
Yeah.
Like, they have Justice from LVRN managing Division. And it's like, that's why they're getting much better looks, is because they have managers that it's not a conflict of interest. It's like when Drake drops, everything's around Drake.
Yeah, like I feel like it's so top heavy with Drake that
Drake and Party.
Yeah, but even Party though sometimes.
But Party's established. He's an established artist.
Yes, more so than Maji Jordan.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like like with LVRN, I feel like equally across the board.
Bro, they go hard.
All of them, but I feel like whether it's like curation or like the amount of emphasis they put on certain development. It's like I feel like it's equal across the board. I don't feel like that's the same with OVO.
It's almost the TDE blueprint.
Yeah.
Whoever is dropping, we're all changing our.
That's our emphasis.
That's our emphasis. Like Isaiah Rashad just dropped. We love that album. And every member from TDE is posting about it. Whether it be J Rock, whether it be Kendrick, whether it be Schoolboy, Absol, SZA, whoever it is. Same thing with LVRN. Whether it's Summer Walker, Black. BRS Cash, Throw Baby,
Earth Gang. Is there
Earth Gang?
Yeah.
No, Earth Gang's on Dreamville.
Or GID? JID?
I don't think JID's on LVRN.
I thought one of them was on
West Side Boogie is on LVRN. When he dropped, everybody's pushing it. So same thing with Division. When Division dropped, everybody's talking about it on that label. So it's kind of like, since I'm doing music and stuff, I kind of look at that. It's like, okay, conflict of interest. Don't use the same lawyer from the label because they serve the label. They don't serve you. Don't use a manager that's associated with the label because they serve the label. It's the label above you.
Obviously, they're working in their best interest because they're getting paid by them. But yeah, you look at fucking Maji Jordan, you're like, dude, what could still be like? They're still young.
Yeah,
but it's just like, dude, it kind of feels like they're in an in-between place.
Bro, Darren and I, we would always listen to, I think it's the Space in Between, whichever project is like their logo in green. The song Gave Your Love Away, but how it's sequenced and how the intro song flows perfectly into the next song, which is perfectly into the next one. I'm like, bro, they're so talented.
Yeah.
So talented. I'm like, bro, it sucks that they're not bigger than what, and all they do is write songs for Drake,
other people.
And
same thing with Party.
But Party's an established artist.
And plus, I feel like sometimes with Party, he makes albums when he wants to make it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he makes a lot of music and he makes
Rihanna
music
allows him.
When she.
Yeah.
Well, she's with Rocky now, so.
But that Rocky's not writing her albums.
That is Party. You think Rihanna's making a lot of music right now?
Fuck no, she's making billions off of her makeup.
That's what I'm saying. So obviously he's
makeup in her in Fenty, like her lingerie and all that. Like, bro,
and having a good time with ASAP.
But I mean, the other day Party did debut some songs like
on his IG Live. I know.
Fire.
No, it sounded great, but I'm just like, are we gonna like?
Are you soon? Hopefully.
Yeah. Are you just doing this just to kind of get it out?
Yeah, and like with there's certain artists like that drop. Like Party's music, perfect for the fall, fall, winter, perfect music. Fall, winter, going into spring.
Yeah,
like like that later part of the year going
definitely
into the new year.
Not a summer artist.
It's not a summer artist.
No,
but he writes songs for Rihanna, and you could play her music whenever.
Yeah, that's year round.
He wrote "Kiss It Better." A man wrote that. Think about
with
that.
The girl in mind. Granted,
yeah, he wrote a lot. He wrote a lot on the Anti album.
Yeah. He did.
So, yeah, bro. I was thinking about that, like the differences between labels, management, stuff like that. Then I was thinking about like speaking, since we're on the topic of new music, like shout out to Ray Vaughn. Announced he's been signed to TDE for a year already.
Yeah, but they kind of just publicized
it now
and kind of pushed it behind TDE. He went on that LA Leakers freestyle was phenomenal,
fucking insane.
You could like just I was never really big on like. I'd hear freestyles, but I'd be like, okay, like just a bunch of good bars. That's cool. His freestyle felt like a performance in terms of how he was emoting with his face.
No, he knew the assignment. He knew what it meant,
and he over delivered. Like he was so expressive. Like he knew what he was gonna say, and like it was just so interactive, even between like the two other guys that were there. I always forget their fucking names. But it was just a good fucking performance.
Yeah.
I was like, and this is a freestyle.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's stuff that he's written, but he's performing it on a beat. He's never heard the beat that
Yeah.
they're playing it on or whatever. It's still so impressive to do that, to remember that long of what, even if it's written, to remember.
That's impressive.
Like almost damn near 10 minutes worth of material for that amount of time in the tempo. Like, you got to know, and it's fucked that they put him in this situation, but I think it's on purpose, because not more than a week before Kendrick announces it's his last album on TDE.
Yeah.
And this is the week that you're the debut artist on TDE and you're a rapper. It's not like you're Zakari or SZA or Sir. No. You're a rapper. Mm-hmm. And you got to live up to Absol. You got to live up to Schoolboy, J-Rock,
Isaiah Rashad.
And Isaiah Rashad just dropped 3 weeks before that.
That's what I'm saying. And how great of a fucking project that was. Could you imagine that? Like, you have to not only follow up Isaiah Rashad's album, which was phenomenal. Mm-hmm. Now it's a week just passed.
No skips.
Yeah. Seriously. And a week that just passed with fucking Kendrick. Mm-hmm. Hey, here you go. It's like,
here you go.
Hey, but he delivered on what he
delivered. No, he absolutely delivered. I love seeing, like, even though like, he went to India for 1 year. He's from Long Beach.
Yeah.
And he's been grinding since high school. Like, how he says he's been rapping since he was 12. But we've known about him since high school rapping. And that's damn near, that's 8 years.
He'd be the one dude that was rapping in the quad.
Yeah. And went up against B-Rai.
Murked him.
Yeah.
Hey, no,
didn't even stand a chance. I still don't know what a pigeon on his birthday means, but he killed.
Who doesn't matter though. He made it sound good.
Yeah. And like, it was just cool to see, and like he made it. Mm-hmm. He made it from Rajah City to TDE, bro.
Yeah, like, he might not be 100% lived his whole life in this community, but he was still here.
Yeah.
And to see somebody that was like, that's like, it's tangible. Like, I could see somebody that was right next to me. Mm-hmm. Now you're in TDE. It's like, whoa.
And he understood the moment of, you're gonna do a freestyle on LA Leakers.
Yeah.
Good luck. You probably had a year to practice this, or however long you've had to practice, but you probably did not anticipate that this was gonna be the time that you're doing it,
bro. And even then, even if you had a year to practice, bro, the lights are still on.
Yeah,
like,
there's a difference between practicing and performing. That's when the lights turn on, when the lights are the brightest, when the stakes are the highest. People show up or they don't.
That's what I'm saying.
And he showed up. Like, you could tell, like, at the end of the freestyle, like, he was just so out of breath, like, so in the moment, like, he didn't even know what to say, because it's like, bro, almost an outer body experience.
Bro, you could tell. And I told you,
he probably blacked out.
Bro, I was like, that boy is giddy. Like, he is amped.
Didn't even know what to say.
He knows and that's, I don't think there's anything better. Like, when you see somebody, they're all, and they know it, it's like, fuck yeah, I killed that.
Yeah. You could see the reactions. Like, they didn't even know what to say. They're like, fuck.
He seemed like it was like, it's funny, but it's like, you seeing a kid, it's like, fuck yeah, like, he's so amped.
Yeah.
See, because it's like, think about it. Amongst men, it's like, showing too much emotion or being excited. It's like, hey, bro, settle down. It's like, fuck no. For what?
Yeah.
This bro's on LA Leakers. Killed his freestyle. Yeah, I'm going to be fucking amped up like a kid too.
And the way he performs with that much energy and charisma and all that, it takes a lot of energy. Like, and you're still going to be on that high once you're done.
It was one of the first times that you could be like, I feel like I know his personality because of his freestyle.
And
not lifestyle or like
no.
upbringing, but like,
you know, that's him.
His personality.
Yeah, that's him. And if you've kept up with him, you know, like, his freestyles are all like that, whether he's in the car or like anywhere freestyling, rapping, performing. He's that energy.
Yeah.
Even when he's not, like, I can remember from high school having that much energy.
He was always amped like
that.
Yeah.
Amped like that. So it's cool to see. Shout out to him.
He stayed true to himself. Grinded for probably his whole life. Yep. And now look where that got him. Mm-hmm. Now the floor is yours.
What you gonna do with it?
Hey, great things. I can only imagine. It's TDE. Yeah. I gotta imagine.
They just don't sign anybody.
No, I gotta imagine if they don't have the plan's already been in place with TDE. But I can only imagine when they're gonna roll him out. That give it time.
When that project comes out, like,
it's gonna be done well. Mm-hmm. But shout out Rajah City. Shout out Ray Vaughn.
That's a hit. I tried to find it on YouTube. I think he took it down.
He might have been fucking some copyright type of problems.
Who knows? What else did we want to say?
Do you want to highlight anything?
Thoughts and prayers.
Yes, thoughts and prayers to the 13 fallen soldiers that sadly passed away in Afghanistan this last week. Yeah. Hunter Lopez, I believe is what his name is.
Yeah.
He was actually from the Coachella Valley LQ graduate, young kid, and he was a part of one of the 13, sadly. But prayers and condolences to them.
I'm just confirming his name.
Yeah, no, it's just, to me, it's just really sad because you saw all the ages. Like, they're all such young guys. It's, I don't know. It especially when they're from your community, even though La Quinta's not our community, they're still right next to us. So it's like we all grew up in the same valley together. But it is tough to see, and thoughts and prayers. I know a lot of media outlets have been talking about it, so kind of bringing awareness, and I don't know. It's tough for the family, but all you can do is just send love. That's like
thoughts, prayers, condolences.
And and don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
Because I saw as soon as like people started publicizing from the valley, people started making comments. It was like political. I was like, fucking let it breathe.
Some
dude.
people
shut the fuck up.
Bro, people just don't know when to not.
I was like, really? I was like, this is when it's like if you're fucking fighting at a funeral. It's like this, you chose it right now to do this.
When people speak ill on the dead, I'm like, oh, do you feel big and bad? Like, what does it bring you right now?
Yeah, it does nothing for anybody.
It does nothing for anybody. It doesn't make you look better, and it highlights how much of a piece of shit you are.
Yeah, so just
to speak ill on the dead, or even speak up negatively about a situation that happened. Just shut up.
Yeah.
We don't need your think piece right now.
No, now's not the time. And by the way, have you ever been in war, or have you ever been a part of the military? Is your family? Do you even know anything like about the situation?
Probably not.
Probably not. So just shut the fuck up. Thank you.
Now is really not the time, and it's never the time.
Exactly.
So stop. And yeah, man, it's sad to see it hit the valley. I saw a lot of people that knew him, of him, went to school with him, friends with him. Yeah. Thoughts and prayers is all I can really say. There's not much you should say.
No, that's all you can really do is be respectful, be kind, appreciate what you have.
Yeah.
Like, the best way to pay homage to those people and pay your respects is don't take anything for granted. Just be kind. I don't think it's that hard, but we'll see.
Yeah. Also, thoughts and prayers to Louisiana
for the hurricanes going on right now.
Ida.
I know that's tough. Even right now on the east side of the valley, in North Shore, they're without power for 4 days coming up because of the storm that just passed.
It's monsoon season on at least over here.
Yeah, on this side of the valley, so it's tough. Things are happening. Do what you can. I did see. Shout out Evelyn. Yeah. She posted that there's some spot in North Shore that's opening up for people so they can come in from like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. because it's still hot as shit outside. Like, people need somewhere to rest and cool off, you know. So there's things like that. But yeah, prayers. That's how I kind of wanted to end it with thoughts and prayers to everybody out there. Be safe.
Be safe.
It's a hell of a year.
It's been a hell of 2 years.
Yes.
Be safe and always let people know how you feel. If you're thinking about talking to somebody, talk to them.
Do it.
Nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that.
I was thinking about that, about how, like, ever since, like, COVID started, like, life's never really been the same.
No.
And honestly, I can't.
You understand, like, even more so the fragility of it.
Yeah. To me, it's like, I could never. I don't know how I was looking at life before, but I can't even remember how I was looking at life before. Like, all I could think about now is, like, how I view it now and how certain things matter, certain things don't matter. It's just like,
I viewed it back then. I had all the time in the world.
Yes. Maybe that's what it was.
I had all the time in the world. Nothing's going to happen to me. And, you know, it sucks because you've seen people, we lost friends, you know, since high school to, you know, now. And even then, you would still think, like, you know, it sucks. You understand the fragility of life, but even then, you're like, but it's not gonna happen to me.
And it's not gonna be today.
It's not gonna hit close to home. I'm never gonna be in a situation like that. And then you start seeing life happen
to everybody. Like, talk about ultimate fairness. It's like, it started happening to everybody.
Yeah.
It's
some people are piece of shits about that, and don't understand that just because it's not happening to you in this moment, it's happening to somebody. I like to think,
which is very true, but I like to think, like, eventually you're gonna get yours. Like, don't worry. Life tends to humble people.
Yeah, karma.
Different times.
Karma happens.
Yeah,
it's both positive and negative. I just know my karma is beautiful. I don't speak ill will.
Not me.
It's simple principles you learn in preschool. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. Treat people how you want to be treated.
I don't think it's that tough.
You maneuver like that through life. Watch how different life is. Just by that.
Yeah.
Nobody needs your think piece. Nobody needs your negative opinion. Nobody needs your hot take reaction.
No. Is this contributing to the overall betterment of people, yourself? No. So then what are you doing it for? I mean, you want to do things for entertainment? Okay, cool. But if that's all you're going to ride on, and that's what you're going to put all your eggs in your basket with, it's like, I mean, I guess, but.
I guess you have your moment.
Yeah. I don't know.
Same thing with like that 5'3" dude talking about dominance.
The guy, the one with like the fucking, and we talked about that too, like the dudes that only have forearm tattoos. And you're right
start
on
making
that.
sense,
nah,
right?
That made 100% sense.
Start making sense. He's 5 Lasco fans tall. Somebody did a chart.
And good.
He's probably 5'3".
On a good day.
And he apparently has a shower curtain for a fucking shade or whatever the fuck.
A curtain.
A curtain with no rod.
Yeah.
Want to talk about dominance? He probably couldn't reach.
Bro, he probably used that fucking toy truck to fucking step on to get that high. It's but I know people. I don't even know.
I know there's people
they just do shit like that just to get an attention because they're gonna.
And he probably really does believe all that.
Maybe.
I saw that he deleted all his TikToks and stuff because he got harassed by everybody.
Bro, I saw
old.
I started seeing old women roast his ass. I was like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They probably created TikToks just to do that.
Yeah. It's not that I feel like, how do I say this eloquently? There's just certain people that should get just the shit beat out of them.
And bullying works.
That kid.
We circled back to the beginning. Bullying fucking works.
And maybe he was bullied as a kid, and that's why he's
obviously he's still the same height.
Yes, but but he was bullied as a kid, and maybe people are gonna be like, you know what, bullying didn't work because look how he turned out.
Fucking Napoleon complex.
No. He wasn't bullied the right way.
No,
there's a way to bully people.
Honestly, he wasn't bullied enough.
School should teach how to bully properly, or no, that should be taught in the home.
Yeah, that should.
Like most things should be taught in the home. Don't leave it up to your school.
Yeah,
but learn how to bully properly. That should be a thing.
His dad never told him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I know we're probably gonna get a lot of heat for that, but that's fine.
No, bullying works. There's an ecosystem. It's the same thing that happened. Tough love coaching with Trent Dilfer. Like we've become so soft, and it's like sometimes this shit's necessary.
Yeah, bro. How much times have you probably experienced it yourself? I've seen it many times. It didn't happen to me as much. Probably as much as you, but coaches,
you saw my moments.
Smack the shit out of your head.
Yeah.
Granted, you have a helmet on, but it still fucking rings your fucking head.
Oh, bro, if Trent Dilfer would have hit the helmet off of him,
that's fine.
Bro, I remember. I'm not gonna say names of players, but I remember the freshman coach fucking hitting one of our friends.
Oh yeah.
And knocked his helmet back.
Yep.
And just said, "Okay, sir." That's it. And did he do it again?
No.
Nope. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, he woke up. He's like, all right, okay, I get it now.
Yeah, I didn't know.
He understood the severity.
Yep. Sometimes it just yes, and it's
time and place, guys. There's a time and place for it.
Time, place. Does it need to be abuse? No. Can it be verbal? It depends on what he's saying.
It also depends on the person. I'll be honest. There's a lot of shit that my dad, is as fucked up as it sounds, he had to beat into me.
Yeah.
For me to understand shit. Like, you know what? I needed to get my ass kicked to understand.
And if anybody, I'll let Trent Dilfer coach my son.
The Super Bowl winner?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he knows
Coordinator of the Elite 11. Yeah, he knows a thing or two.
Yeah.
Obviously, my son's kind of fucking up here.
Yeah.
Or it's the heat of the moment, whatever it is. Just allow it to be.
And you got to think of, and imagine if you're that parent, you're like, oh, I can't believe he's doing that to my son. You got to ask yourself, how bad is your son doing or fucking
to where
up?
This is how he acts in public.
Yeah, because he's never once done that.
Yeah. And Trent Dilfer went on Pat McAfee and said, like, he's actually a really good kid. It's just a heat of the moment thing. He used him as an example because he's a leader. And that happens.
Yeah.
When it's happened to me plenty of times when you're the leader and the coach needs to pick on you so everybody else can see, even the leader's getting picked on.
Oh, this is serious.
Yeah, this is serious.
Yeah, because if it was fucking Joe Schmo, I'd be like, well, he's always fucking
sucks
up. Anyways, and he's dumb, so
don't even pay attention. So it's a hot take here. Sometimes just let men raise men. Sometimes just let that, if it's football, let it be football.
Yeah.
If he's not abusing the kid, if he's not grabbing him by the helmet and yanking him around, smacking him down, or fucking belittling him and like shaming him in public, then it's fine. Like some things people just don't understand that have never played organized sports, that have never.
I'm gonna ask you this, and this is because to me it was comical because everybody's overreacting. I guess I could see if you're not informed. Hey, bro, what's more violent, what Trent Dilfer did, or if Trent Dilfer would have been like, "You're getting in Oklahoma's right now"? What's worse? You think him shoving him was like, you think, oh, I can't believe he did that. Do you understand how violent this is? Like this game? I was like, shoving is at least.
Oh, go do Oklahoma's with the 2 biggest linemen on the team.
Have fun.
Figure it out. By yourself.
Figure it out.
Figure this shit out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's why I was like, people just don't understand. I get it. Oh, you need to be nice to your kids, and this is how you shouldn't be a leader. This. Oh my god. I was like, no, you guys don't understand.
And sometimes people ask themselves, I don't understand why my kid's like this.
I'll tell you what.
He's never got his ass beat in an organized sport way.
Yeah.
It's always like, hey, I'm not going to go into fucking politics and have a filibuster if I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. If you never played an organized sport, then don't comment on an organized sport. If you've never played, then don't comment on college athletes making money. If you've never participated and been disciplined in organized sports, and you want to put your
humbled by them,
and you want to put your kids in it, understand this is foreign territory to you.
Mm-hmm.
Just let the coach coach. What abuse is abuse. Well, abuse is abuse.
Hey, you'll see coaches down
abuse.
in Florida.
It's easy to fucking recognize.
You'll see the coaches. There's a I forgot his name, but there's a coach down in. He's a high school coach, bro. Literally fucking like smacking the like one thing is smacking like.
Yeah.
No, bro. This dude was cocking, which I don't even know how he didn't hurt his hand hitting that helmet, but he's just. Boom! Like multiple kids, and I'm like,
depends on what his day job is, because my dad has like fucking calluses on his fucking hand.
He probably does at this point from smacking fucking helmets.
He probably trains for that.
Probably, but I was looking at that, I was like, maybe a little much. Bro. But
and I get it. Don't just because you like saying like what I went through, everybody has to go through it. No, but there's lessons to be learned in being checked, being humbled, being told shut the fuck up. Because sometimes people won't like, hey, all right, calm down, be quiet. No. That's not enough, especially to a teenager. Sometimes it's not even enough for you fucking adults.
Yeah.
You guys whine over wearing a fucking mask. All you fuckers that didn't play organized sports. And it's like,
it's true though.
You've never been told shut the fuck up enough. Mm-hmm. That's the problem. Is some people have never been told that.
Yeah, you've never been checked enough.
Yeah, so your parents told you could do whatever you want. Act how he's just expressing himself. This is a safe space. Mm-hmm. We'll talk to you when you're ready to talk. He can't even wipe his ass right. Fucking check the kid.
Can't even wipe his ass right.
And can't even bring him in public.
No.
Because he smells like ass and has a bad attitude.
Can't put him in sports either.
Because of hygiene.
Hey, I know it sounds counterintuitive, but you need to be very hygienic in sports.
Yeah, I don't know,
because I could get carried away.
It's a sensitive topic, I fucking guess, but hey.
But it was funny to see. I was just like, ooh. And I fucking hate the fact that he had to go out and like do a little press run of like even going on the show. Himself. It's like, bro, you shouldn't have to explain yourself, but we have fucking morons that think a certain way. It's like, I remember in high school.
High school I did not a hitting drill, but we went full speed up against our coach. And he said, hit me. I played 8 years in the league. There's nothing you can do to me.
Yeah.
I won't feel this shit.
Yeah. And he meant that wholeheartedly.
And we hit him.
Yeah.
And he didn't feel shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he hit us. Yeah. It's a grown-ass man. There's difference, yes, but also taught us something.
Yeah.
We don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Maybe listen to the guy that knows what he's talking about.
Maybe.
Call us crazy. Who knows?
I don't know. What was the start of the podcast?
Bullying.
Back to it. Bullying fucking works.
Yeah, bro. The thumbnail of this fucking podcast should be somebody getting bullied.
Bully.
Properly.
Educate
yourself on how to bully properly. Mm-hmm. That's a thing. I understand it sounds terrible, but there's a way to do it. We bully each other constantly. We bully our friends. Friends bully us. For the betterment of each other,
betterment. Hey, I bully because I care.
Yeah.
Am I always going to make fun of if you ever wear that shirt hoodie? Absolutely.
No, and you know what? I'm going to do it in spite of it.
Yeah.
Because that's just the type of person I am.
Hey, but if a girl calls you out on it, don't say I never warned you.
Hey, no. Burn it on the spot.
Exactly. And you have to live with that shame.
All it takes is one. Oh,
yeah, and you'd have to live with that shame.
Bro. I'm smart about it, too. I'm obviously not going to use it when it's a girl that actually, like, think about or care about. But it would hurt. It would hurt me to my core.
And I'll tell you, like, and I told you.
Bro, but I wouldn't do that because I know it's not something. Learn how to bully properly. Be nice. Be kind.
Know your limits with drugs and Four Locos.
Do those drugs and drinks responsibly.
And when in Mexico. That's all.
Oh, that's it. Just went in Mexico.
Went in Mexico.
Hey, visit Tortuga. Never go wrong. With that being said, we love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Until next week. Deuces.
Later.